Ladies and gentlemen, my guest at this time, please welcome Hulk Hogan!
From the late 80s to the early 90s, one name reigned supreme in the world of professional wrestling.
What you gonna do? Well, you know something, Mean Gene.
Hulk Hogan was a household name whose influence would extend beyond the squared circle and into movies, television,
Who's your favorite rockin' wrestler?
and most importantly, Hogan action figure, Hulk Hogan t-shirt, Hulk Hogan slippers, Hulk Hogan's foam head on a bat, Hulk Hogan chewable vitamin, Hulk Hogan wrist, Hulk Hogan air conditioner, Hulk Hogan drinking alone, Hulk Hogan camera, Hulk Hogan pasta restaurant.
He's got all my Hulkamaniacs running wild.
His face was everywhere. But in the sea of Hogan-branded merchandise, there are bound to be a few lost or forgotten gems. That's where the intrigue begins. Somewhere in the mid-90s, the seeds of a lost media fever dream were planted. Seeds that would take root, and one day grow, into Hulk Hogan Meat Shoes. Somewhere between 1992 and 1995, I would say, I remember a commercial of Hulk Hogan advertising a certain pair of shoes. Inside the sole, there was a drawer-like compartment in which one was supposed to keep small pieces of meat such as beef jerky or ham. This meat would be kept warm while they walked. I have asked roughly 20 people if they remember this product. None of them do. Someone suggested that due to the outrageousness of the product, it's possible that I am remembering a spoof commercial from Saturday Night Live. That is most definitely a possibility, but I remember seeing this commercial on more than one occasion. Certainly, my 7-year-old self couldn't have recurring dreams of Hulk Hogan shoes. Help me, Internet. Here's a picture of what I vaguely remember it to look like. On October 1st, 2007, SomethingAwful.com user Logan posted to the forums hoping that someone would be able to shed some light on their strange childhood memory. And while no one seemed to remember the shoes, the idea that Hulk Hogan may have endorsed some strange sneakers in the early 90s didn't seem entirely impossible. I followed along for weeks as users of the forums replied with a wave of humorous and skeptical responses, though some tried to provide useful information. What the hell? Why would you keep meat in a shoe? The more I think about it, the more my head hurts. No, but I do remember Hulk Hogan talking in a faux English accent while painting and hawking deodorant. I looked for Hulk Hogan meat shoes on eBay under clothing, footwear, and cooking supplies, but it came up in neither search. It was not Hulk Hogan. It was a comedian whose name escapes me. He kind of looked like a thin David Crosby. But it was a fake commercial, possibly on SNL, of the Broiler. You're not crazy, I own a pair of these and cook all of my meals in them. WrestleHut 2000 goons know full well that Hulk Hogan would promote anything if the money was right. I had the pump model. A few quick pumps turned the meat compartment into a pressure cooker. If you make this, you'll earn $1 million. Beautiful thing I've ever seen. I want some damn meat shoes. I laughed so much, I heard one in the OP's head. I have never heard of this in my life, but I want to own a pair right now. Okay. So I've come to realize that these shoes probably did not really exist. While some users jokingly insisted that they owned a pair, and others agreed that the shoes originated from a comedy sketch, neither side was able to produce any evidence. But Hogan's eagerness to slap his face on every conceivable product known to man, and the absolute stupidity of the meat-warming shoe idea made me want to believe. This diagram posted by someone claiming to have contacts in the shoe industry seems to have people convinced.
This is the prototype design for some Hulk Hogan meat-warming sneakers. Yes, this was a real design.
This was not a real design. But at the time it was convincing, so I was hopeful. Deep down I knew they weren't real, but part of me felt like they should be. The idea of a shoe made to hold your beef jerky and keep it warm makes absolutely no sense at all. But it was too late. The idea was now a part of the universe. And for some, the idea alone wasn't enough. In 2011, the Hulk Hogan Meat Shoes article was updated. It had been years since there was any movement in the search for the shoes. Many had given up hope and began posting alternatives like these sandals that were not well received. The people wanted meat shoes and would settle for no less. You know what? I'm sick and tired of discovering awesome things like Hulk Hogan Meat Shoes on the internet only to discover that they don't actually exist. Well, I'm not going to put up with it. I shall not abide a world without Hulk Hogan Meat Shoes. And when he returned, I couldn't believe my eyes. They were no longer just an idea left to run wild. The Hulk Hogan Meat Shoes may not have been real, but we could make them real. And Dino Zombies Go Rarr did just that. He posted a series of photos showing the process in which he took an old pair of sneakers, cut a slot in the sole using a hacksaw, and added a functional wooden drawer to hold his beef jerky. As soon as the paint's dry, I'm walking these bad boys over to the supermarket, and then it's jerky time, brother. My supermarket just happened to have a sale on jerky today. The gods have smiled down on my endeavor. I had a choice of barbecue, original, or teriyaki. I decided to play it safe and went with original. No point in going crazy at this point and risking everything. I just walked all the way home with jerky hidden in a secret compartment in my shoe. I had some of the jerky at the food court, and then when I got home, I ate some shoe jerky, and I swear to God, the jerky out of my shoe was warmer and tasted better. Dino Zombies Go Rarr had done it. What no man had thought to do before, what no man dared to try. In the absence of Hulk Hogan Meat Shoes, we would make our own. People have laughed at me for years, but now I laugh at them. Thank you. That would seem to be a fitting end to our story. A pair of meat shoes, 4 years in the making. What was once a hazy, potentially fictitious memory was now reality. I had long accepted that the shoes were fake, and that we would never know the true origin of Logan's childhood memory. That was the real mystery.
Hi, I'm Bruce Baum, and every smart distance runner knows the importance of replenishing the body's nutrients. That's why when I train, I wear the Broiler. All you do is take your favorite piece of pork, beef, or a nice piece of fish, put it in the patented tray, slide it on in. The Broiler uses the heat of your feet to cook the meat. The Broiler. If the shoe cooks, wear it.
The Broiler by Yikey. It's hot.
On August 30th, 2022, comedian Bruce Baum uploaded a sketch to Instagram featuring the Broiler. A perfect match for the description of Logan's Hulk Hogan Meat Shoes. Not only that, but Bruce Baum's mustache and hairstyle are just close enough to Hulk Hogan's that a hazy childhood memory could easily confuse the two. It was brought to my attention when the Twitter account Crazy Ass Moments in Something Awful History shared the video. They even point out that several users had correctly identified the sketch in the original thread, but without readily available video, the internet had been left to dream, and eventually take matters into its own hands. Finally, a years-long lost media search had been completed, and the mystery was solved. As we conclude our story, it's clear to me that the Hulk Hogan Meat Shoes, real or not, have carved themselves into the walls of internet folklore. They serve as a reminder of our fascination with the odd, the unexplained, the power of shared experiences. Though born from a blend of misremembered facts and imagination, the Hulk Hogan Meat Shoes will live on, a symbol of the quirky and unpredictable journey through our collective memory in the digital age.